New accomplishments have been made. But first, let's plan with me. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'll show you my YouTube analytics.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan.
Hello, Planner Babes. Welcome back to Jasmine Plans. This is Jasmine. For this week's video, we are going to be back and planning in my dashboard classic size happy planner. For my spread this week, I am going to be using Aubrey from Stick with Catie. I'm also going to be using these lovely brown autumn blooms from Martinez Sticker Co, as well as her orange roses. If you are new here, the style of my video is to complete a plan with me spread for the week. And I share with you some things that I've learned on my YouTube journey, as well as share my YouTube analytics at the end of this video. So go ahead and stay tuned. I have already pulled my boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans. These are her brown boxes, as well as a few autumn boxes, just so that we don't waste too much time with flipping through books. I hope everyone has been doing well. I would definitely say myself, I definitely have been. I've hit a new accomplishment that I am extremely proud of. Well, if you have been following me, you would know that I am on my journey to monetization, YouTube monetization, and I have just hit 2,000 watch hours. If you are on a YouTube journey yourself, you would know that this is not easy. So whether you are hitting 100 watch hours, if you are hitting 1,000 watch hours, 500, this is all like a huge deal. And it definitely was a push for me to keep going on this journey, because it has not been the easiest. It definitely takes a lot of consistency to grow on YouTube. A lot of research, if you ask me, as well, to grow. This is not something that's just pure luck. You got to put the work in. So it's technically another job. I have no idea right now at this point in the video if I even introduce myself. So I am Jasmine, the creator behind Jasmine Plans. You can also find me on Instagram at Jasmine Plans as well. I do share some spreads over there. I do share a little more spreads than I do on YouTube, because sometimes you just have to be able to plan on your own without worrying about a whole video setup. Alrighty, I just felt the need to pick some stickers up from where I originally placed them, just to balance out the spread. I just feel like it's not gonna look too good here. It's a good thing I did put them down on wax paper. Actually, just leave it right here. Putting them down on wax paper allows you to move it. I think that looks much better. This spread is definitely still giving like all of the fall vibes. I have not planned at all last week, so my spreads are all blank for last week. Not sure if I want to go back and do any back planning. Honestly, in order to gain a few watch hours, I feel as if I should. But I have ultimately just been in this era of like, keep going forward. Like, we can't hold ourselves back by looking back all the time. So I'm just flipping my page over so I can cut. I'm gonna just take this leftover piece and place it here. A goal that I had for this year was to reach monetization by the end of this year. And I am close to the number of subscribers that I need. As I've already shared, I have just reached a little over 2,000 watch hours, but I'll show you guys exactly where I am in watch hours and subscribers toward the end of this video. So stick around for that. I started to worry about what would happen with the watch time hours that I have gained in the event that I do not hit monetization. You know, within the time frame that I did have. Just picking this up so I can white out the line underneath the box. But I know within a year, well, after 1 year, whatever watch time hours you do have will expire. So every year you need to hit the 4,000 watch hours. That was actually something that I most recently learned. And watch hours are really hard. So I wasn't very consistent in the beginning of my journey. And that caused me to go back and look up when was the first time I ever posted a video. And I think the first video I ever posted was a video for a Black History Month spread. And that, I believe, was February 4th. And when I checked back, that video has gained me 25 watch hours. So on February 4th, 2025, I am going to be losing for 25 and a half watch hours for that one video, and so on and so forth. So I do have other videos which has gained like 50 watch hours, and that was more towards like the summertime. So my brain is already thinking, what videos am I going to be making that is hopefully going to replace those watch time hours that I am going to be losing? Because some of those videos that I did major gains with in terms of watch time hours are possibly videos that I would even consider evergreen content. So I guess they would still be gaining watch time hours. They're not just totally lost. But I just know the watch time hours have to come within a rolling 365-day period. So I guess I say all that to say, if I don't reach monetization by the end of this year, I would like to reach monetization no later than February 4th of next year. But I'm going to stay positive that we can do it this year. So I'm going to ask you to tell a friend about my channel who definitely will enjoy my content and will continue to watch my content. I believe at some point when it came to creating my videos and my content, I've lost track of, well, YouTube has seemed to have lost track of who my actual audience may be. And I say that because of the content that was suggesting my video. And I'm not exactly sure where I messed up on that. But I'm not looking at it in terms of like messing up, because there are 3 pillars finally to my channel. And I'm going to say those pillars are Bible journaling, budgeting, and planning. And everything has definitely started out with the planning piece. So I just cut that piece off of this end. So I'm just looking to see exactly where it would best go. And wax paper is really good for helping to find that out. Gonna like this piece right on over here. I feel like with that other piece on the top, it almost looks as if it frames it. This section here, and not too like symmetrical. I really want to include some of these beautiful orange roses on here to this spread. And I'm just sticking it down on wax paper first, just to see what it would look like. Initially, my thought was to put a piece here. I know it's gonna be covering up the date, but that is okay for me. So if you are new to watching any of this, I enjoy putting stickers down on a page, and it really helps me come back to my planner every single week because I enjoy looking at pretty things. I'm gonna just put one flower right up here, and I just want it placed where it pretty much looks like it's opening on 2 different sides. I always feel like lined florals look great underneath the colored ones. And then I can take another colored floral and just cluster it here. So I'm just testing it out on wax paper first before I commit. So I have another lined floral here. So I believe I like how that looks. However, I feel as if it will look best if I just cut the bottom of this off first. Let me just get an idea of how far down I want to go. So we'll cut from that petal here and we'll place this down right here like so. And they'll tie together with this one. Right, so I decided just to cut this rose a bit just to get a more authentic feel for the cluster. Kind of like how that is bunched up there. And just because you cut a sticker, it does not mean it's all lost. You can take that sticker that was cut and stick it down wherever you feel it'll go best. Being that I placed lined florals on this side, I want to bring it all together by bringing lined florals on this side as well. All right, so with my wax paper as a guide, I want to use these florals here. And again, I just wanted the opening of the rose to face that. And I'll do the same right over here. Now to tie this all together, I'm going to go ahead and get my quotes and labels. So I'm going to just split this in half here. Not a perfect half, but this is the amount of space I know I need. And I have these labels from Robin's Planning Nest. So this section is going to be my filming, editing. And for this section, I like to include my stats, where this one is going to be my YouTube. This one is going to be for Instagram. The other one, I'm going to use it for Etsy, but I do not have an Etsy sticker, and I forgot to check her shop to see if she has that, or maybe I can make a special custom request. For quotes, I'm going to be using uncensored seasonal and holiday quotes from Mojo Jojo Plans. Don't know if this is still available on her shop, but I will link her shop down below. I am not an affiliate. And for this one, I wanted to use autumn, where the weather goes from 90 to 55, like it saw a state trooper. And that is so true for right now. I feel as if like just a week ago, the temperature was probably about 80 degrees. I'm here in New York. And literally out of nowhere, we dropped down to like 47 degrees as a high one day. Super cold, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for winter as of yet. I want to include another quote up here in this section, so I'm just going to take off these days of the week. I rarely ever use up here. I have to force myself to use it if I do. And since we're talking about it getting pretty cold in the fall, I thought this cozy in fall would be best. And we're going to place that right here in the middle. All right, so I like the way that is coming together. And just to add a little extra to this spread, I'm going to use these smaller pieces that Martinez Sticker Co sticks on her page. Oops, that's not a good spot. We'll move that over a bit more. And seriously, as I'm looking at this cozy word, Beyonce's song Cozy is in my head. If you're a Beyonce song fan, you know what I'm talking about. All right, one more thing I want to add are these little filler pieces that Martinez Sticker Co includes. I enjoy using them as bullet points. So I'm going to just put a couple down on this spread. And then I'll be placing some around the florals. And it really helps to tie everything together. So you can use it just to add a little more to your decorations. And I think it's coming together really well with this addition. Your blooms will also pop with these filler pieces. It is definitely always a nice finishing touch to use them. And it like minimizes the paper waste on some of these sticker sheets. I really enjoy this spread. I hope you do as well. Now it's time to see my YouTube analytics. So here are my YouTube analytics. But before I get into the actual dashboard, I want to stop and just acknowledge this new achievement that I have made. You guys, I have reached 2,000 hours of watch time finally. It has taken a long time, but I'm halfway there and I'm really proud of that. Now let's check out the rest of my YouTube analytics. So here we have my channel analytics, and this is showing the past 28 days. I like to filter this out to the past 7 days so I can see how I'm doing week over week. I have not been active on YouTube so much for about a week or two, so I am expecting these things to go down. So I currently this week have received 877 views. My watch time hours are down, but people are still watching my page, and my subscribers are down. However, I am still gaining subscribers. Let's just go on and check to see how I'm doing towards YouTube monetization. So on the left, I'm going to click down on the Earn tab. In the Earn tab, they show the different milestones to reaching different qualifications for monetization. The first one here is memberships, where your subscribers can pay you for your content. And I have reached the subscribers eligibility for this section, which is 500. However, I am almost to 3,000 watch hours, and then I will be able to fully open this. But I like to check on my AdSense monetization for YouTube watch ads. As you can see, I'm not that far away from 1,000 subscribers, which is needed. And I will also need 4,000 watch hours. It's a big deal to me that I have just crossed 2,000. However, I am not at 4,000 yet, so my channel page is not yet monetized. So if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do show my journey towards monetization roughly every week. I have missed the past 2 weeks. However, I'm back on it. Hitting 2,000 was a big thing for me, and I am ready to just keep going. So until next week, happy planning. Bye.